Time to run it back to the most memorable Game 7 moments in NBA history. Number 5, the Pistons down by 3 with 2 seconds left. Game 7, 88 finals, when Lakers players and fans went on the court, blew up a desperation play for Detroit. Vince, did the Lakers fans Debo a title here?
That's crazy. That's a crazy way to win. I mean, it's like you see a three, you're like, hey, game is over. Oh, wait a minute, game's not over. Like that, is that a technical now?
Pat Riley doesn't think so. Number 4, 95 Western Conference semis. Mario Elliott's famous kiss of death dagger versus the Suns with 7.1 seconds left to clinch the series. Richard, you're from Arizona. How do Suns fans feel on this one?
They did not enjoy that. And look, to me, the kiss of death is still one of the best. You can't do the throat cut, but you can still do the kiss of death. It's beautiful.
Mwah. Mwah. Number 3, 1 year ago, Kawhi Leonard hits the game winner against the Sixers in the Eastern Conference semis. Vince, how different would the league look this year if that shot didn't go in?
I don't know. I tell you this. I think back to 2001 on the other side of the court when that ball did not go in. So I think it was great for Toronto fans to see it go in, and championship is won.
We're bringing some positive layering to that for you, for sure. Number 2, LeBron's chase down block on Andre Iguodala seals the Cavaliers' first ever title. Richard, you were sitting there. What happens if LeBron does not get to this in time?
The same thing. He's probably in LA maybe a year earlier.
Oh!
That's probably about it. That's the only difference. But luckily he did it, and got another couple years out of the guy.
That's right. Got a ring for you finally. Legitimized your long and storied career.
Long and boring career. So it was awesome.
And number 1, Kobe's alley-oop to Shaq against the Blazers, the 2000 Western Conference Finals. I know it hurt. It hurt our producer Michael Bodmer to have to cut this video. Vince, hard to top that moment though, right?
It's hard to top that. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. I mean, Kobe Bryant's going to demand attention, but there's also Shaquille O'Neal. Once he gets up there, there's nothing you can do about that.
Look at him. Look at that face. Those poor guys.
Look at
I've
that.
Been there,
Young
guys.
Jermaine O'Neal.
Sadness. That did get us all fired up, though, for Game 7 all over again. Vince, who do you think most needs to step up for the Clippers tonight?
Kawhi Leonard. Point blank, period. He steps up, everybody will follow suit. I think right now, he's, like you said, he's one of the best players in the league. So we want the best player in the league to shine and be dominant and win Game 7.
When you look at all of those clips, when you see Shaq to Kobe, when you see LeBron James, and I'm still upset that you guys didn't have Kyrie up there, you need your studs to perform in those moments. And look, who do they need the most? They probably need Paul George. They probably need Paul George to step up, because if Paul George has a great game, it's going to be a much smoother sailing. But they want Kawhi Leonard to be Kawhi Leonard. If that happens, it puts you in a much better position to win this game.
And by the way, I think you can probably depend on Kawhi and Paul George to be Kawhi and Paul George. They both have been through this series. I kind of think you need Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams to step it up a little bit. Talking about the sixth man of the year, the former sixth man of the year.
Well,
their numbers are just not what they've been.
Well, I say
Take
this,
Vince.
but I say this: if Kawhi and PG get rolling, they're going to demand attention and double teams, which is going to create open shots. We know when Lou Will gets open shots, he's going to make shots. When you put Montrezl Harrell in a pick and roll going down the paint, he's going to score. So I think you need your best players to set the tone, which makes the game a little easier for your others.
Yeah, and let's not make any mistake here. As great as Montrez and Lou Williams are, like two of the best players off the bench, if they lose this series, they're going to be talking about Paul George and Kawhi. Now, you're also going to point at contributions, but you're going to be focused at your two best players. That's just the reality of it. That's why they get paid all the money.
You're not trading Paul George or Kawhi Leonard, though, even if you try to rebuild this team.
God, no.
I think
no,
everybody else, if they lose this
Not at this
series, I
point.
think.
No, we're going to trade him for who?
Well, no.
What?
And then what's going to happen then?
Right. No, my point is, those two guys are safe. So, yes, they are going to be held accountable, and people will talk about them, but they are safe. They're only both, by the way, locked down for one more year, so they will be trying to build around them again. I don't think anyone else on that roster will be safe, though, if they lose this series. That is my opinion. We will find out, or hopefully for Clippers fans, we won't find out. I don't know. Richard, I do need to bring something up here, though, because, you were in this same position. You were a favorite. You were in a 7-game series in the second round. This was back in 2004 against the Pistons.
Yeah.
You were up in this series, came back for a Game 7. And I'm going to just, spoiler alert here, the Pistons won the title that year.
Man, look
so
at those numbers. See, man, look at it. 19, 30, 31, 23. Man, that's back when you only scored like 70 points in a game. So that's actually.
Or 8 in a game. Game 1 wasn't even
Well,
you.
yeah, the 8-point game, we're not going to talk about that. It's about improving as the series goes on. And look, the Detroit Pistons, like, we take them to 7. We're up 3-2. And then next thing you know, they cruise through Indiana and they cruise through the Lakers. So a lot of it is about matchups right now. And so when I look at what the Clippers are doing, they have the right matchups, and it's all about how they're going to pair and how they're going to play.
Mm-hmm. That was a nice dance around, right, Vince?
And I'm going to say this. Absolutely. I wasn't going to say anything, especially my guy, that Carolina guy, Rashid. Never mind. But I tell you what, the one thing about him is concerned. You're talking about winning the championship. If you move on from this Game 7, up 16, up 19, you can't do that against the Lakers. Or the series is over. So this is of concern. So I think tonight they have to lock down and they have to blow these guys out from the gate.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.